Okay, welcome back everybody. Let's dip that in paint, that's nice. I'm finishing up my garden gnome today, hopefully. He's pretty much done. I just gotta get I gotta finish his nose and do his hands and stuff like that. So, hopefully he should be done today. So, I'm liking the way he's turning out. He's pretty cool looking. Say it's probably the best I've done painting something like this, if we're being honest. This has brown on it, so we'll use it. Since it's fall weather, we'll give him a little tannish color, because he's been out in the sun all summer. So, I hope everyone's doing well, that you're staying happy and healthy, and hope these videos are bringing you some joy. There's nothing more than just hear me ramble on about things for a few minutes. This is not the color that I wanted. Well, one thing about painting is that no matter what, you can mess up all you want and you can still create something with it. Like, I'm just adding random colors to this right now, trying to find a skin tone kind of color. How's that skin tone looking? Let's get started on his nose. I'm hoping this inspires some of you to take up painting, because it's pretty fun, especially when there's nobody talking to you. It's really calming and nice to do. And like I said, you don't have to be good at it, because I sure am not good at painting, but I love to do it anyways. I love getting paint everywhere and just seeing what happens. You're hard to paint, Mr. Gnome. Can't see your nose very well. One thing I do not like about painting this gnome is I always seem to miss a spot. No matter what I'm trying to paint, whatever color it is, I always miss at least one spot where I should have painted it. Okay, so there's his nose. We'll let that coat dry, and we'll start on his hand over here. And for those of you that are wondering, the reason that his hand looks like this on one side, it's got a hole through it. It is so he can hold a light of some sort. Think like a garden light or a torch or something like that. So, that is what he's supposed to do. Although I have no idea where to find said light for this gnome. So, I might just stick a flower in there. He can hold a flower and look all pretty and nice. Give him some Halloween things to hold when it gets closer to Halloween. And for those of you that are wondering, we still don't know exactly when we're opening. We're hoping it's really soon. Right now, the biggest concern is keeping everyone safe, making sure no one comes to the center and gets anything that can make them sick or gives anything to anyone else. And that's really hard to control, because we can't control where people go when they're not at the center, and we don't know who may have what. So for the sake of protecting the people that work here and you guys who come to the center to enjoy activities and stuff like that, we're just trying to keep everyone safe and make sure that whenever we do open, it's as safe as possible for everyone involved. Now, hopefully we will get the go-ahead, the clear, to open really soon. I'm hoping sometime this month or in October, hopefully before Thanksgiving and Christmas come. But we are in unprecedented times. So for right now, we don't know what is going to happen, but we can hope and pray for the best and make sure that we're keeping ourselves safe. That is a big thing to be looking out for, making sure you're taking care of yourself, that you're wearing your masks when you're out in public to protect others as well as yourself. If we all do that, hopefully we can come back together really soon. Because I know that we here miss having people everywhere. We miss hearing you guys talk and laugh and just carry on. And it's really quiet around here without anybody here. It's usually just me and Preston here during the later hours of the day, doing our videos or cleaning or doing paperwork. So, it's really lonely here from time to time. Such a pretty face. Paint the inside of his hand. Not bad. He looks okay. I paint all over my hands. There's so many different colors on me. It's a wonder that he is not spotted with all kinds of different colors paint, but I've done pretty good at keeping contrasting colors apart. There's a weird lump in my paint there. Some of you know me pretty well. Some of you may be from different centers and have no idea who I am, which is fair. But I recently got a new puppy, and she is a red and blue heeler mix, and she's so little. She is 6 weeks old this week, and she weighs about 1.5 pounds. She's maybe 6 inches long. She's a tiny, tiny dog. And she is the cutest thing ever. She's so wild and playful and loves attacking things, which is cute right now because her teeth don't hurt. But as soon as she gets bigger, she is going to be quite a handful. She's already quite a handful. She gets lost a lot because she will just wander off through the house, and it's so hard to find her because she is so small. But she is the cutest little puppy ever. And I have a bunch of dogs. My mom and I both love animals. And so we have many dogs, many different dog breeds. And a lot of them are huge dogs. And it is the funniest thing ever to see these big, fuzzy dogs be so afraid of something that weighs 1 pound and is smaller than their head. I don't know why, but they are completely terrified of her. And it's the cutest thing ever. All she wants to do is play and bite on them. And my boy dogs, which are our big dogs, just can't stand her. They're so scared of her. It's like an elephant being afraid of a mouse. It's ridiculous, but it's funny. We have kittens also, and they are small as well. They're little bitty. I don't even think they might weigh a few pounds. They are so small. But she is about the same size as the kittens, And the kittens love playing with her to begin with. They'll run up to her and try to tackle her or climb on her or whatever. And then the kittens get so upset whenever she does it back to them and she starts biting on them and chasing them. But, you know, you're gonna bite and chase somebody. You better be ready when they bite and chase you back. Oof, this is taking a lot of paint just to cover his fingers. Gosh. My paint mixture is not working very well anymore either. It's amazing to me how detailed ceramics can be. Especially if you look, well, at statues. Statues can be so detailed, especially ancient Greek statues and stuff like that. They look so human-like, and it's just incredible and crazy that they made such things like that. And they made it with less technology and less tools than we have today. One thing I really love about history is looking at the way people accomplished so many things with so little, and seeing how far we've come in making technology and inventions and art. And it's just really interesting to see how much the world has changed, even in just the last 100 years. So many things have changed. And things will undoubtedly change drastically in my lifetime as well. It's already changed quite drastically since I've been born. I remember when I was little, we had whiteboards and chalkboards in school. And by the time I was in elementary school, we were starting to really get a lot of technology in our classrooms, computers and stuff like that. And it was so strange to see all the whiteboards and the blackboards replaced with these big smart boards, which, if you don't know what those are, they're just big plastic boards basically that connect to your computers and project the computer screen on to the board, and it's touch reactive and stuff like that. And it was so strange to go from such simple tools in the classroom to such advanced technology in the classroom. Doesn't look too bad. His nose, on the other hand, it's not my favorite. It doesn't look very good to me. And this color dries a lot darker than it appears like it would have. Yeah, life is, I'm sure in all of your lifetimes you have seen a number of changes that I can't even imagine. My mother was born in '64, and things have changed so much since she was little. And it's so weird for my generation especially to learn about history in classrooms and realize that a lot of our grandparents that are your age or our parents lived through a good bit of these cultural revolutions and technological revolutions, and they've just seen so much change. It's just incredible. Makes me wonder and hope that my kids one day go through boring times, because to have a life that is interesting, I think, involves living through things like the pandemic, and really being through unprecedented times that the world doesn't know how to handle. Which is both exhilarating to live through and scary at the same time, because since it's never really happened before, you don't know how the world will react. But if anything, it's true. It's that time carries on, and no matter what, the world will change. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for not. But The one thing we can guarantee is that it will change, and we have no control over anything except how we react to it. Come on, paint. I like the way Mr. Gnome turned out. I think the only thing left for me to do really is maybe do some touch-ups and coat him in some polyurethane to make sure he stays nice and shiny. But here's Mr. Gnome. I know you can't see a lot of the detail on him, but up close he's really shiny and sparkly, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Well, thank you for joining me and watching me take this gnome from boring to exciting. So thank you for watching.